Huh.
It might negatively affect his ability to train you.
Yeah. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it as I go up.
As you sort of walk up and your armor sort of clanks a little bit, you eventually break like the horizon line so you can actually see his face. You see that he's also got like bandages running down one side of his face covering an eye. He opens the good one, sees you, and his face sort of brights up a little bit and he sits up and groans just, oh, Ward's kid. Your mother did a good one for me, and then he like moves his shoulder a little bit where his limb wouldn't be here without her.
What can I say? She does a good job of warding off evil.
I hate you so much.
That she does, he says. Well, boy, listen. I'm not gonna have much of a use of this anymore. He points over to like sort of like the nightstand next to his table. The second drawer. Open it.
I do so.
As you open it, a pouch sort of slides along the bottom, and as you sort of undo the string and you open it, there's a small silver ring inside.
I pick it up and I look at it, and I'm not gonna identify it. He's gonna fucking tell me what it is.
Yeah.
I walk back over to him.
I did promise to train you, but he wags his phantom lip. That's not gonna happen anytime soon.
Look at this guy fucking backing ass on a deal.
I'll let you in on the little secret that we help the recruits out with every now and again. He eyes the ring. You put that on, and you can become proficient with one weapon that you choose. Should you not like it, you can change it once a day.
Oh, that's fucking awesome! Wow, that's
actually pretty cool.
I'm very grateful. I'm assuming it like requires attunement and stuff. One charge per day. Oh wow! So it like I put it on and I go boing, and then it's like I can just use it and take the ring back off.
No. So you have to have the ring equipped.
Yeah.
Yep, and then you can become proficient with the weapon that you choose for the day. And the next day, if you decide to change it, you can change it.
Cool. That's awesome.
Very nice.
I slip it on. Does it require attunement?
Specifically, a weapon. Not like a weapon list. Like, it's not
like,
martial, like a specific.
Yeah. Okay,
yes,
so it's like... Alright. Cool, I got my first attunable magic item! Yay!
Ba-ba-ba!
And he just said, tell your mother I said thanks. And he lays down and just... Oh.
I very much will.
And as you sort of put the ring on... do you put the ring on?
Yeah!
As you sort of put the ring on, some of the injured people nearby sort of just look at you, and every now and again one of the nurses will give you a... And if you wish to roll insight, you can.
Hell yeah, I'm going to. Even before the nat 1. No, never mind, I've got the big one in the world. I'm so fucking insightful.
2 in a row.
You know that because your mom works so much, like everyone here sort of respects the Ward family.
Yay!
And a lot of the people who are injured, more than likely your mom has healed them in some way.
They fucking appreciated the pieces of shit.
Was there anything else you wish to do?
Other than beat the shit out of a training dummy for a couple of minutes and just being like, oh my god, this is the best.
Carly has come over here.
Yep. So I follow.
No, like, other than beat the shit out of a training dummy.
Oh, you suck.
I guess I just meander off and try and find my friends again.
Alright, so as Storin sort of left the main town square, Carlius, what did you intend to do again? Go shopping, right?
Yeah, I was going shopping, yeah.
Alright, did you have anywhere in particular you wanted to go?
Well, I was going to go back to the armory to. Well, first of all, I was going to go back to the armory to sell one of the leather armors that I picked up from somewhere.
Yep.
But otherwise, I was just going to go general shopping for things like healing potions and such.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you sort of walk into Finley's, I think it was Finley's armory. Yeah, you go into
Yeah,
Finley's
Finley's it
armory,
was, yeah.
and you hear, like, sort of in the back room, him just muttering to himself. You're able to pick up... Actually, roll perception to see if you do pick this up.
No.
No,
That's
nine's enough, actually. Because he doesn't know you're there, he's not trying to keep it to himself or whatnot, and you just hear him sort of whisper to himself under his breath, just, dragon leather, that's ridiculous, never heard of such a thing. And then you walk in, and the sound of your footsteps makes him turn around and look at you. Ah, how can I help you today?
Speaking of leather, I have this here that I think you might find more use for. And I hand over a item of leather armor.
Ah, this hasn't been used, right?
No, it has not. Not by me, anyway.
He sort of runs his hands along the leather. He inspects it a little bit, and he notices a few chips here and there. I believe this was from Baron Bach, out of character, yeah?
I think it was, yeah. I actually can't remember, but yeah.
So he sort of inspects it, and he opens it up, and he checks the inside of it, and just says, some mold. Oh, that's a little disappointing.
Some mold.
You picked this up from a dead body.
I can't remember. Days go by weeks, go by months, you know. Hard to remember anymore.
I can probably use the materials, but it'll take a bit of cleaning. I can only give you 3 gold for this.
That's fair.
Alright. He sets it off to the side and puts 3 gold in your hand.
Yep, thank you very much. I didn't even notice the mold was there, so my sincere apologies. I take my leave very quickly.
These two.
Ah, yes, but hang on. Does he deal in weapons as well?
Weapons is 1 stairs down.
That's what I thought, yeah. So I'll go 1 stairs down to the weapon store.
Yep, so as you sort of hop on in, you hear only like 2 anvils being used at the moment, and you lay your eyes upon Roderick, who is working on one of the anvils, and his biceps are just bulging and just clang, clang, clang. And he doesn't stop clanging as he looks at you approach.
Bet I could spit the pants off that guy.
Well, knowing blacksmiths, he probably could.
So I call out.
Sorry, my cat needs to go out.
Alrighty.
You have so many pets.
I just want to say, as I go back up the bear elevator, I stand there with my arms crossed, and I rub my chin for a moment, and I point at one, and I say Abbott, and then I point at the other one, and I say Costello. And I just smile really happily to myself and make my way back to you guys.
Caleb.
Yeah.
You telling me you don't want to name the elevator bears Albert and Costello?
Did I say that?
No, good.
Alright, back. Sorry about that.
All good.
Welcome
No.
back.
You didn't miss anything other than me naming the elevator bears.
So Roderick sort of looks at you, and you make contact with him.
Yep.
And he says, you're back.
Indeed. And I know it may not be of 100% quality, but I'd like you to have this. And I hand over the mace.
He sort of does his finishing touches on the sort of shield he's working on. You just hear him go ting 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 ting. Then looks at you and puts the shield away. And he picks up the mace, gives it a bit of a whirl, and he looks at it closely. Oh, what on earth did you do to this thing?
I didn't. I'm doing a favor for a friend.
By breaking his weapons? What kind of favor is that?
If you knew the guy, you'd understand.
This is in such poor condition.
I like how he's personally offended by, like, who would do this to a shield? What kind of monster?
I suppose I could melt it down again. I can only give you 2 gold for this.
Yeah, that's fine.
He flicks 2 gold pieces at you as he throws the mace in a big bucket of unusable weapons.
Just literally flicks them at my head.
Yeah, he just, like little bullets, he uses his thumb to flick the coins at you.
And I try and catch them.
This is gonna end well.
No, it's a shit roll, so if you get above 10, you catch him. Oh, he flicks 2, so...
So dexterity or?
Yeah, there's a dexterity. 2 times.
Oh dear.
A rogue having to roll dex? Oh no.
Yeah, well, you catch the first one pretty deftly, like you're prepared for it, and as you give him a smug look, ting! A coin sort of bounces off your teeth, like your front tooth. And you feel it sort of crack into your skull, and just that nasty feeling of biting metal.
Oh.
As you grab the coin, and he gives you a "that's right" look for breaking the mace.
Roblox hurt sound.mp3.
And I nod as a way of saying, yeah, I kind of deserve that second one. That's fair.
You don't deserve it at all. You're not the one who broke it.
Yeah, I love how Carlos is just accepting all the pain and punishment that comes his way that's caused by us.
He's used to with me.
He's just beaten down.
Well, there was also that time I just randomly got you half poisoned and, spied on.
Well, yes. that was dissatisfactory.
Yeah.
But yeah, did you have anything else you wanted to sell?
The only thing I was going to do was go to a general store and see if I could find any other potions or
Okay, yeah.
anything general. Yeah.
Alright, so as you sort of leave that store, Longshore, you were heading to...
Oh, I'm not really doing anything important. I'm literally just, like, going hunting and filling kettle to water skin.
Oh, okay. No, that's fair. Can you roll a 1d20 for me, then?
Yes.
At the expense of 6 silver pieces, you managed to get a wine-filled water skin, and you're able
Sweet.
to come away with 6 rations of bunny rabbit fur
Sick.
for consumption.
How adorable are they?
Super adorable, white fur, red eyes.
Excellent.
And little buck
Oh.
teeth.
I start eating one raw as I walk back.
It actually tastes very succulent and very juicy.
Perfect.
What is wrong with you? Animal demon evil person.
I don't know, but I bet it's hard to pronounce.
Tobias, what were you up to?
I was just sitting back in like the town square or whatever, where we split up, and just got my eyes closed, looking through my cat's eyes, just continuing to scout the beach.
As I come back, is that? I'm sure his passive perception beats that.
Well, I don't. I'm out of,
Yeah,
out of my
he's
body at the
completely
moment.
Oh yeah, you don't have any senses right now. I sneak right up on you, like looming over the top, and I set off a thunder wave. No, I spend like the next 15 minutes just like balancing twigs and stuff on his head.
Well, Tobias, in that case, you see sort of some of the Vestergaard patrolmen sort of leave. There's only 2 of them still behind, chatting to each other. What senses do you get from your cat?
I have all of my cat senses, so
Ah, yes.
night vision, sense of smell, whatever. Cats
Hearing
have.
and stuff too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then in that case, you hear them talking about trying to find some hidden pouch here.
Some hidden what, sorry?
Hidden pouch.
Pouch.
Mhm.
Okay. Any indications where that cave might be? What I can see?
Yeah. Could you also roll a perception for me? With
Perception.
advantage, because you actually know where you're supposed to be looking. Ooh, yeah,
25.
That's pretty good.
Uh, check out. Sorry, just real quick. Check out Discord for cat stats.
You sort of see fairly close to where the 2 soldiers are actually standing, sort of in the brush, you notice 2 cave entrances. About maybe 30-40 feet between the 2 entrances. And you only know that they're entrances just because looking through the brush, you don't see like the back wall of the cliff, you just see darkness.
Okie dokie. Okay. I won't have dog go in there because
I hate
cats are
you so
squishy.
much.
Tobias is not good at naming things.
It literally
So-
has 1d4 hit points.
Yeah, so I might just get the cat to spy on those 2 soldiers that we're talking.
Alright. Could you also roll a stealth in that case?
Okie dokie. Should I use...
Cat stats are in Discord.
Yeah, so +4.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's my thing.
Ah,
You should probably save that little snip as well, just so you can use it all the time.
Yeah.
tonight's my fluff roll. Fluff rolling night. Everyone's gonna be happy.
So 19 stealth.
Oh yeah, the soldiers don't pick up on it whatsoever. She sort of just sits by sort of like a branch looking down. Alright, then in that case I think Carlius was the only one who had anything else left to do. So Carlius, as you sort of step into a general store, are you going to Odito's Oddities?
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
I will marry that woman one day.
As you as you sort of step into Odito's Oddities, you see a man sort of standing over her, and her head only goes up to about his chest, like that's how tall he is, and he's just clad in very black leathery armor with various like feathers going off the shoulder pads. As you step in and he turns to look at you, you see that he's wearing a crow's mask. And he has a single crow standing on his shoulder.
Do I recognise him? Like, I have a feeling I know where he's from. I just want to see if I recognise him specifically.
You don't know him specifically, no.
Okay.
But you do know, like, he's like your contact.
Okay. So I give a little head nod to acknowledge him in such a way as not to signal anything more than acknowledgement, basically.
She sort of... roll perception for me. No, roll insight for me too, actually.
Oh,
Ow.
insightful
Well
out of
then.
10.
Man, that armor looks awesome. What a cool bird.
You see that... You're not sure what's really going on, but it doesn't really click in your head just yet, but you see that he raises a hand crossbow pointed to her forehead with one arm as he turns to face you.
Well, hello there, sir. That's a mighty fine crossbow you've got there.
You're Carlius.
I see my legend precedes me.
I heard the worst rogue in all of the land was in this.
Ah, yes, but you have heard of me.
He goes, Lota told me to meet you here.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Can I take an insight roll to see if he's telling the truth about that?
Yeah, go for it.
No, you're forbidden. Your character is afflicted with autism.
Let me just check.
Hang on, are you checking if my character has autism, or are you checking that?
Just like hearing dice rolling. Yeah. It's like grade 5 Aspergus. Sorry, man.
Weapons grade.
Well, as you sort of try to see if he's saying the truth, you do realize that he is actually telling you the truth. You do remember Loto telling you about a contact you're supposed to meet here. And then you also notice that Odito is sort of charming the pants off of this guy. And she's sort of like rubbing the crossbow a bit and just inspecting the steel.
Aha. Ah, yes. You're the guy. That's right.
Yes.
Yes, the guy with
Well.
the thing.
Lota wanted me to just pass along a message.
Oh, of course. Yep.
You're to find out information on Elder Maxim of Nineheart.
Elder Maxim.
Elder Maxim. Sorry, I'll type it out.
Yeah, you're right.
From my Odito. I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be back in a second.
All good.
And he says, find out where he is and what he's done. Then report back to us at Vestergaard once you're done here.
At Vestergaard, okay.
He clicks something on his crossbow and you see it sort of fold away and then he slides it
Oh.
under his sleeve. And Odito's absolutely just starts, ooh, that's amazing! And he gives her a stern nod, then turns to you. And as he walks past you, he puts a hand on your shoulder and he says, know that failure will mean your death.
I've only heard that before.
That's kind of a whole thing.
Yeah. And as he leaves, I just take out my short bow and I say, see, mine's bigger than his anyway, and put it straight back in.
You see Odito sort of put her elbows onto the counter, squeezing her breasts between to sort of make it look larger, and just goes, so it is, and how may I help you?
I have some items that I wish to be rid of, and I'd like to help out with some finance for yourself
Ah, lovely.
in return.
What are you selling today? How can I help you lighten your load? And somewhere far away, Aiden's seething.
Well, my love, you can help me in a lot of ways, but I'll start very simply. I hand over... Oh, God.
Just Aiden getting cut.
Yeah, that's all. That's okay. So I hand over the backpack that I found on my journey.
Yep.
And a parchment that I've got.
Oh, yeah. Okay. She sort of looks at the backpack and just, oh, this is in fairly good condition. I can hold a few pots in this. Here you go. 4 gold for that.
Well, thank you.
And a parchment. She sort of looks at it. Empty. Huh. I can give you like 4 copper for this. I can probably make use of it somehow.
Thanking you. And in return, how many, do you stock any other potions of healing or similar base level potions that some non-magic user like myself would use?
Oh, of course. got a few potions of healing here, and she sort of does a little shimmy, shaking her breast as she bends under the counter, and then stands back up and puts 3 blue healing potions onto the counter. You know that these do 3d8 minus 4. And she goes, 30 gold a pop.
90 gold it is.
She takes it.
So these are 3d8 minus 8. Oh, minus 4.
Yeah, minus 4. Minus 8. Damn, that's brutal.
You may as well just be drinking fucking mud water.
3d8 minus 4. Okay. Excellent. So I'm loaded up there. I'll get rid of that parchment later. I was also looking for about 10 rations, if you have them, please.
Oh, of course. That's simple enough. She literally just bends over again and puts onto the counter 10 big rations. And they're of varying sizes, and she sort of just like opens a tiny little bit of it just to check each and every one. She goes, oh yeah, bear meat, venison, rabbit, Alright, yeah, there we go, 10. Easy.
Thank you. And how much do I owe you?
That would be about 3 silver pieces a pop.
So 9 silver.
Wait, what? 3 silver pieces a ration.
Let me try that again. What is 3 a ration? That's 30. That's better.
Speech 100.
I was going to say that was incredibly cheap, Odito. But no, thank you. And just for your trouble, take 10 gold, please.
Ah, you're so sweet.
I'm gonna fucking murder you.
She takes the gold and sort of stuffs it in between her breasts. And she sort of jiggles it a little bit so it goes ding, 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 ding.
That should be my gold!
And you sort of like, you see it like visibly drop down to her stomach, and then the bulge of the pouch disappears.
Well, she's got some moves.
She really does, yeah.
Do you see why I like her?
Yeah. I bid my fair. I say, well, look, thank you very much for your time. And what was that?
Milady.
No, I'm not Aiden. I don't do that shit.
When
So-
have I ever done that?
Haven't you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I've never tipped my fedora.
Could have sworn you did. But anyway, I bid the lady farewell and be off on my way, putting my very long short bow on my back.
She puts a palm on her thigh and she sort of leans forward and blows sort of a kiss as she reveals a good chunk of her cleavage to you as you leave.
She must have amazing customer retention.
And yeah, I head straight back to the rendezvous point.
Alright. Then in that case, everyone sort of meets together at the town center again.
Can I roll something to see how good of a stack I've got on top of the guys? Because I've been like bouncing shit on his head for
Sleight
like.
of hand.
Yeah.
Sleight of hand or dexterity, whichever one.
I'm not good at that. Can I guidance myself?
Yes, you can.
Cool. Alright, there's the guidance and sleight of hand.
Nice.
Fucking 16! It's alright. Could be better though.
So using like the sort of folds of Tobias's ears as like a support, you manage to put 2 sticks onto it like a house of cards, and on top of the sticks you start to build like a pyramid of like leaves and various rocks that stack together perfectly. Their own weight are evenly distributed, so now he's wearing sort of like a twig rock leaf hat.
I put down a hat like a busker.
Do I arrive
Does
to see
anybody?
this?
And just as Thorin finishes his craft, Kalias enters the picture.
Ah, so
I don't look at him, but I hold up a single finger in his direction. I go up, 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 up. And I finish putting a stick on his head, and then I turn and face him.
I just raise an eyebrow and say, "Let me at this shit." So I roll dexterity.
I swear to God, if you fuck
Yep,
this up for
or
Kalia.
or a sleight of hand if you have the proficiency.
Actually, yes, I do. Thank you.
As a rogue, you should.
I'm gonna guidance him as well, just because I was worried.
Are you just trying to add to the stack?
Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah, you managed to put some extra large rocks on top of Tobias's head. Tobias, roll Constitution save.
Your neck starts hurting for some reason.
With regards to your connection to your summon, is there a way to break it?
Let's see. I can break it as an action, and I assume if I get hurt, I can feel that.
Oh,
It's probably like concentration checks.
yeah, as you're sort of looking through your cat's eyes, your vision starts to blur a little bit, and you feel a strange strain on your neck, and it starts to get a bit sore.
Yeah, that's odd. Well, it's probably been long enough for everyone to finish their shopping trips, so I order my cat back to the town square, and then I withdraw from its vision and wake up.
The moment he starts moving, I want to try and pick it up off his head so the structure isn't knocked over, and I want to preserve this as the mightiest hat that anybody's ever worn.
Roll a dexterity one more time. Or a sleight of hand.
Yeah, sleight of hand, because that means I can guide it.
You've had 3 crits this session.
Yeah, Jacob. It's like there must be balance in the universe. Jacob nat 1 twice instead of.
As you sort of pick it up, gravity itself sort of works the twigs and rocks into like each of its crevices, and now it maintains its shape.
I like blink my eyes and look around and like bring a hand to my neck. I've got a bit of a twinge there.
Yeah, I just hold the thing behind my back.
Oh, you're back. How'd everything go? And why is there this hat on the floor in front of me with a couple of copper pieces in it?
Oh yeah, I looked down at the hat. Did anybody throw anything in there? Just seeing you just like putting shit on this dude's head like some kind of weird street performer.
No, but you did gather some animals who sort of sit around, and as various rabbits and deer sort of graze, they look at you every now and again, and they sort of.
I love the idea that Aiden makes eye contact with a rabbit while eating one of its friends.
Oh,
You go full Minecraft and kill the rabbit with rabbit.
So how'd everything go? What have you got behind your back there? And I like lean over and try and get a look at it.
Oh, I put it down on the seat next to him. It's just some funny thing I just found. I thought it was cool. I decided to bring it.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what is cool though? I fucking pull out my warhammer and I whirl it around myself like a professional.
I think Tobias like falls off the bench he's on, like backwards.
Thrust it straight up in the air above my head like He-Man.
That training really paid off.
Yeah.
You're a quick study.
Turns out I'm just a very quick, yeah. Turns out I've just got a knack for it.
Well, that's good then. Dog found the cave entrance, I think.
Oh shit, really? That's way more important than anything I was doing.
And a couple of the patrols on the beach seem to have lessened a bit. But the soldiers that are still there mentioned they were like looking for buried treasure or something. So that's a thing.
Hell yeah, side quests, yo.
Da-da-da-da-da.
So I'm ready to go when you guys are.
We should probably do the tree first, but on the way back I wouldn't mind messing up some investigation.
Digging for treasure.
Yeah.
Okay. I pick myself up from where I'm sprawled on the floor, and
I give him a hand up.
thanks. Yeah, monkey grip. Get pulled up.
Yeah, like master, like.
Okay. Are we ready to go?
Uh-huh.
Was that a
Aiden,
yes?
you alright?
I heard something. I didn't hear it.
I was just saying, Aiden, you alright? You've kind of just been standing there grinding your teeth. Alright, lads. I think that's enough faffing about. I think we got stuff to do.
Let's go.
Alright, we move towards the closest gate? Maybe we should go to the teleporter. That's like a day's journey, though. It depends. So we
Well-
want to try and cross the siege line again?
Sorry.
Oh,
Dog
I
managed
gotta
to get
mark
to the
it.
beach.
I forgot the market. Sorry. It's like. Look at you. There you go.
Cat managed to get there without. Sorry, dog managed to get there without like using the teleport or anything. So I think we can just walk.
I mean, it is a small, ethereal cat.
No, it's a real cat.
Oh, I thought it was like...
Well,
Cool.
it's this. It's a familiar spirit in the shape of a cat, but it's like physical.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, don't like kick it and think it'll be fine because it will die.
Alright. With concerns about getting there, and I kind of just like bounce on my toes a little bit, like once or twice, and so my armor just clinks and clanks, and I'm like, I'm not really the most subtle person.
Well, our more stealthy friends can lead the way.
First.
Yeah,
Yeah, fair enough.
there wasn't like a large patrol on the beach itself, so we can get
That's
there.
good.
We should be fine, I think.
Even if Carlius goes first, he can hold himself in a fight, and I can just shoot over his shoulder if anything turns up.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And I can turn invisible, so
And there wasn't anything between the beach and here?
was there?
Oh right, the wall of fire.
No.
Well, I don't want to run across another siege line again.
Yeah.
No,
Was there?
It was all very thick forest, and it sort of goes off into the beach clearing.
Yeah, so it should be fine.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll go in front, bugger it.
Alrighty.
Take dog with you, and he like jumps up on your shoulder. That way, I can see what you're doing if you need to
Yeah.
communicate.
that's Alrighty, so I go full stealth.
Alright, the person who goes first, please roll stealth. You're able to traverse very silently through most of the forest, not like breaking any twigs or whatnot. And you're also able to sort of scout around as you make your way towards the beachhead. Roll a perception too.
I'm gonna aid in a guidance real quick, just to help him spot stuff. Also, keep in mind, that's not your next roll, that's just whenever you choose to use it.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
cool.
So for Carlius, you don't see anything within like 100, maybe 200 meters. There's no hostiles that you can see. Seems to be pretty clear.
So I sort of whisper out very quietly, just so that dog can hear me. So all seems to be clear.
Okie doke. I open my eyes and relay that to everybody, and we start heading for the beach.
Alright. It only takes a little bit of travel for you guys to actually get to the beachhead, and you sort of follow the exact same route that Dog took, and you swing around to the side of the cliff. You don't see any signs of the two soldiers that you saw earlier, but you do see the cave entrance sort of shrouded by various shrubberies and whatnot, and it's about midday at the moment. The sun's still pretty high up.
Okie doke.
I'd love to imagine like Carlius skulking along in like full ninja attire, like the midnight blue hood like pulled up past his nose, like creeping along in broad daylight. Just down the middle of the city streets, just da 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 da.
That makes me think of a question though. How thick is the canopy?
The canopy,
Yeah, like
Like,
the
like
Like the
treetops.
forest.
Yeah,
pretty thick.
cool.
Only,
Is-
only small rays of sunlight would come in. There would be various parts of darkness.
Huh. That helps. Alrighty, I guess we plonk along behind Carlius.
Yeah,
Would it be plausible to climb through the treetops rather than actually walking?
yeah, but because you're not from Elsyx, you'll have to roll for it.
Oh, well then
Yeah,
I will
I was
not.
gonna say I'm just doing that as a matter of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
And
yeah, you guys get to the cave entrance on the beachhead with no issue. You don't see the two soldiers. Do you decide to go in right now?
May as well.
No
The
time
sooner we power the shield, the better.
Okay. Oh, maybe you guys still have.
Dungeon time, boys.
I take a moment to light my lamp and like hang it on my belt so I can see.
Yeah, I'll pull out one of my torches as well, and I'll like rub my hands together so it embers up a little bit, and then grab the head of the torch so it catches on fire.
Tobias, what's your lamp radius?
Good question. Let's find out. Do-do-do.
Wow, this is
15
really
foot.
good.
15 foot bright light, 30 foot dim light. And it's got 6 hours of fuel.
I'm gonna light my torch as well, and I'm just quickly gonna check the range. I'll just continue. I'll just do this.
Okay. Oops. Alright, so you guys sort of come up to this clearing, well not really clearing, but you can see that the shrubbery has sort of been cut away a bit by some, swords and bladed weapons and whatnot. There's a very thin entrance into it, and immediately you hear the sort of like dripping of water. Peering inside, you see pretty much darkness, some stalagmites. It's a very large sort of cavern. The entrance itself is quite wide, and it's sort of like a downslope for the initial area. And as you sort of take a few steps into it, I'll reveal a little bit more. You sort of see water of various depths.
Well, Callius, buddy, after you.
Yeah, I was gonna say marching order. I'll hang out at the back, but I'll be ready to just sprint in if something goes wrong.
Yeah, I'll hang in behind Callius.
so, do I still retain the stealth roll from before, or?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I'll roll stealth. Well,
Yeah, I'll do that too while we're at it.
I'm gonna maintain a distance where my stealth won't matter.
As you sort of cross this line, that's where the water sort of laps up at the top of the ramp, and the water itself smells quite bad.
Oh, okay.
By the way, sorry, back at the entrance, you said the bushes were cut away.
Yeah,
When Dog was here, they weren't cut away, right?
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we've got those soldiers that I saw outside are probably in here now.
I ready my hammer.
Yep, I've got the rapier ready.
okay, ready my combat buddy.
Alright, so you sort of... Hold on, I'll reveal more.
I'm gonna put a rabbit's foot, like, spear one of my arrows through it. So it's my lucky arrow.
I'll reveal a good chunk of it. Alright, so everywhere that is brown is basically knee-high water. And those little, like, this... I don't know if it's happening for you guys, but for me the tokens are popping in and out. But for, like, this thing, that is, like, chest-high water.
Oh,
Okay.
And then
okay.
for these rocks, they're sort of like little platforms above the water level that you can stand on. And above the first set of rocks, you can see one of the Vestergaard soldiers has died here.
Oh, I lit the corpse.
You find 17 silver pieces, and you find a short sword.
Nice. Anyone need a short sword?
that sounds like something more for you than anybody else.
Yeah, because I already have one.
As you sort of loot the corpse, you also notice that if you could roll me a medicine or a survival, that'd be great.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I roll to determine the
please.
cause of death?
Please do so.
Oh, I just let it. Oh, nice roll.
Thank you.
Okay. Kalius, you're able to discern that this person died because something sucked its organs out through its mouth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So
Yes.
the outside of the
Good.
body is still looking okay, but the mouth, the jaw seems to have been broken, and you see just small droplets of blood coming out of it. And as you sort of look at it, you don't see the esophagus or anything, you sort of just see weird body parts inside.
Can I do?
Yeah, Tizo's been here. She could suck through a garden hose.
Can I
Yeah,
do a?
Something tells me we need to be careful around here, guys.
Yeah.
Can I do like a nature check or something to figure out what might have done this?
I almost want to do a religion check to check if any like crazy evil shit might have done this.
Yeah, sure, roll religion and roll nature.
Oof.
Thorin, you know that this isn't done by magic. Tobias,
Okay,
you
so
know that this is done by an animal of some kind.
Of some
Okay.
kind.
This seems like your area.
Giant hagfish.
But then as you guys sort of stand around this body, you hear off in distance. Let me just check the ranges here, because I only know one person who can see far away. Okay, yeah, even you can't see him. But everyone sort of hears off in the distance, as though at the other side of the cavern, just this weird nasally voice saying, "Oh no, you're not supposed to be here!" And then you hear... and then you see... and then everyone roll perception, please.
Perception was it?
Yeah, perception.
Are we at disadvantage in the dark?
Yes, if you...
Me just think you're not
let me
supposed to
just-
be here, betcha.
Wait, should I have disadvantage? Sorry.
Yeah, that would be great.
Would I still have disadvantage?
If you have dark vision, you don't have disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Well,
Did I? Your night.
Why don't I just kill myself like right now, honestly?
Alright. So you sort of hear, you guys sort of like see the water ripples sort of ripple a little bit as though there's something in it. Those ripples weren't caused by any of you. I'll reveal a bit more of the room, because I'm just going to reveal more of it because I don't have the thing. So just like, give me a sec.
Whoa. I think we should probably stay away from the deep bit, boys.
Yeah. You joked about monster hagfish, I'm sure, but I think you might be onto something there.
I look back over my its exploded mouth, and I close my face visor on my helmet. Is this guy wearing any colors?
And wearing any colours?
Like, is he any crests? Is he Vestergaardian?
No.
Is he
Just
some
a simple soldier.
Oh, okay.
well, Rip.
Tobias is like, he's got one hand like fingering the scroll case hanging from his belt where the scroll of flying is. Really tempted to use it and doesn't want to get back down into the water.
I'm just gonna go for gold and start making.
Yeah, I'm gonna plop down next to him because there's no point in trying to stealth through this water.
Alright, so as you guys sort of
Yeah.
jump into the water, it makes like a splashing sound, and as you start to walk, you feel the ground sort of like squish a little bit. If everyone could stop moving, that'd be great.
Probably
if we
gonna-
could...
So much.
No, if we could sort of put everyone... The first person to cross this point would be great, to just stop there. Alright, cool. I guess Kalius, because you were taking the lead. If you could roll a dexterity save.
Oh, okay.
Man, am I glad you just rushed ahead of me despite the fact that I said I went first.
And also, everyone please roll initiative.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Sorry, I just deleted like 2 people, so if you could re-roll your initiative, that'd be good.
I always forget.
No, you did it fine. I just deleted you just then.
No, I forgot to click my character, so it didn't come up.
Yeah, no, I saw it. I just clicked it and deleted it. 'Cause
Those
I
are
was trying to
strong
empty
rolls,
the other one.
boys.
Alright.
I rolled a 6 and I was still the highest.
Alright, so Carlius, as you start to walk, you feel this really weird squishiness under your feet in the water. It's not dirt or mud or anything. And then you feel it start to sort of writhe. And your foot starts to really, really burn and hurt.
Oh.
Sucked in.
It's a tentacle.
And you take that you take that amount of acid damage as you lift your foot out of the water and you see various worms wrapping themselves around it. And
Okay,
just touching them hurts you.
Yeah.
Well, just to clarify, can I use uncanny dodge on that?
What's your uncanny dodge do?
Hey,
It is
half damage.
that one there.
You didn't
It's a
see it, I think.
Yeah, you
It's a
can't
super
see it.
good. Yeah, it's a super good ability though.
When you can see. Okay, yep.
Well, either case.
No, I'll take full
Yeah,
damage.
yeah.
That's cool.
Alright, and it becomes Longshore's turn. You see this now. You see this writhing mass of worms underneath Carlius.
Carlius, I apologize for this in advance, but given it's a writhing mass of worms, I think I know how I can just annihilate it with fell swoop.
Oh no.
You might
That
want
is
to,
my reaction. It's just, oh no.
You'll be fine. I'm like 90% sure.
I got you
I'm
covered.
gonna do that. And then I'm gonna just fire into the mass. So every individual worm hopefully will be hit by one of the branching out spike things.
Alright, roll your attack. Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Oh.
Roll damage too.
And it is 1d10 piercing.
Has to make a dexterity saving throw as well.
Well, not really.
Oh, is it just dead?
Oh, it's half damage.
Well,
oh, sorry.
well-
I thought it was the other one. My bad.
Well, Carlius has to make a dexterity save as well.
Ah, yeah.
Sorry, man.
Fucking fuck.
So you let loose an arrow that sort of drives past the tip of the water and into the
Hey!
mass of worms. Carlius is able
meant
to duck out of the way. Do you take half damage still? Oh no, you have the uncanny dodge thing. So Carlius doesn't take any damage, I don't think.
That's invasion. He gets out of level 7.
Ah, okay. So if I'm reading that correctly, Carlius still takes damage.
Yep.
3 damage.
Damn it.
Wait,
Oh,
could
well.
you then also use Uncanny Dodge, halve it again, and take a quarter damage?
No, it's only once per turn. Once per round.
He still had his reaction.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
still have
because
your
you
reaction.
didn't actually
Yeah,
get to
yeah.
use it before.
Oh, that's true, yeah. So,
So you take 1
Okay.
damage. So half of 6 is 3, half of that 1. Round it down.
Man, that music is unsettling.
okay.
So as the arrow sort of pierces into the mass of worms, it doesn't seem to do too much until it explodes into just a hail of thorns and it sends little giblets of worms just flying all over the place. It does a good chunk of, let's see, does a good chunk of damage. The mass of worms sort of recollects itself a little bit just as the worms sort of crawl back together as it becomes Tobias's turn. That's the end of your turn, Longshore.
Yes, that's it. Actually, I'm going to move back a bit.
Okay.
I have diddly squat to do to a massive worms. I don't think I can even vicious mockery it, right? Because it needs to understand what I'm saying. Need not understand me. Get off him, stupid worms! I say.
All it has to do is understand that you're yelling at it.
Yeah.
As you sort of yell at the lot of worms, they don't seem to even react to you.
Okay, so they
Hold
can't
on,
hear
because
things.
yeah, so if they can't hear you, it doesn't do anything. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, then in that case, they don't even react to you at all.
And if they're mindless, they might not. They might be immune to psychic damage as well.
Yeah. So yeah, I shout at him and nothing happens. And
As you shout
Can I-
at this mass of worms, you roll a perception for me. Oh, everyone can roll a perception for me.
oh, no, that's persuasion. Ignore that.
It's at plus 11.
Jesus.
24. Yay.
Alright, nice. Everyone but Carlius here is bubbling in the water nearby. Somewhere to that direction, just boop, 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 boop. And the water waves start to come towards you guys, like the ripples come towards you guys. Even further away, Tobias and Thorin are able to hear the same sort of nasally voice far in the distance, chanting in a language you don't understand. Just,
Tobias is going to use his turn to run around the deep section of water. Wait, are we moving at half speed? Because this is like...
yeah, I was going to point that out. Yeah, half speed.
Okay.
Thanks.
So yeah, I'm going to move up to here.
I hope Longshore still isn't slowed. He's got land stride and stuff.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, my
I'm
turn, I
going to
think.
be in my favorite terrain. In
Uh,
the cave.
Spend a lot of times in swampy caves.
and I suppose you really like fuck swamps.
Alright, so Tobias, you move there.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Oh, that's all I can do now.
Alright, awesome. Carly, it's your turn.
Yep. Okay, so I use my combat action to smite the shit out of it.
Oh fuck! I forgot I could attack twice.
Now, is it unarmored?
Each little worm has a...
I'm honestly... Worms and plate armor would be amazing. But no, yeah, they are unarmed.
Okay,
They
just
like
checking.
have rings on them that they pull.
Yeah, they're unarmed.
Hey, can never be too careful. So, using the rapier.
Oh, yeah, definitely hits. Roll your damage.
Your unarmored rapier.
Oh, man. So you sort of slash at the huge mass of worms, sending bits and pieces flying all over the place. That's like a whopping 13 damage.
Why does
And,
your rapier do slashing damage?
Special thorns.
Ah,
living
that's
wood.
right.
Yeah. And as you sort of see some of it come out of the water, you can recognize now that this mass of worms has been reduced in size significantly. There's still quite a few, but not as many as before. Do you wish to do anything else?
I was just going to say, if I was to move over here, I'd still provoke an attack of opportunity, wouldn't I?
Don't you have like a bonus to disengage?
Oh, of course, yes, it is disengage. Yep, never
Yeah,
mind.
so in that case, no.
So,
Good guy, DM.
Alright, is that
Indeed.
your turn?
yes, it is.
Alright, Thorin.
Alrighty, I don't really want to burn any spell slots on this, but I also want to get out of this fucking water. So I'm gonna... I can't quite back up, but get close. I can get, like, up there. And I will Sacred Flame it.
Ooh, yummy. Roll Sacred Flame.
Yummy.
Ooh,
Ah.
just get wrecked.
It's 2d8 now. Feels good.
It's a beautiful spell.
It's so good.
Wait, is it a cantrip that does 2d8?
Yeah!
Jesus.
Most cantrips do that. The
Oh yeah, because they buff as you level up, don't they?
yeah.
So you sort of like wave a hand and Sacred Flame the massive worms, and this like shower of light sort of washes over it. You hear the sizzling of worm bits as they writhe in the water, and the water sort of bubbles a little bit. The massive worm stops moving, and they sort of like essentially die. Is there anything else you wish to do?
Flex. No, I'm good.
Alright, then in that case, as that massive worm dies and becomes its turn, Tobias, roll Perception.
Oh, good.
I want to call like, get out of the water, get on the rocks.
Yeah, that's what I'm heading to do. 10.
Oh. My goodness. Not good enough. So you hear out of the water from the deeper end to your left suddenly a splash and a giant worm appears out of it, sending murky water flying all over the place. It does a surprise attack on you.
Why do I always get killed?